Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is DiegoTod98 and welcome back to a video on Rush Royale. Today we're going to be playing some co-op with some random people. We're using a new deck that I mentioned yesterday using the Demon Hunter. We're going to mix in some PvP using the monks that you saw from last time, and then we're going to go on from there. So if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, and let's just hop right into it. So like I mentioned before, we're going to be using the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter, the ability that she uses is as there are more of the unit on the field and the higher their merge rank, which we talked about is depicted by how many sides the shapes have, the more powerful the unit becomes. To be able to achieve this, we have a couple of other units to support it. We have the Dryad, which increases the merge rank by 1 of whatever unit it merges with. It also has a decrease of speed that it inflicts upon the unit that it merges with. We have the Summoner, which I accidentally called the Junker last time. The Summoner, whenever it merges with a unit, will create another unit in its place, either equal to the merge rank of what it became or at level 1. We have the Mime, which I accidentally called the Jester last time. The Mime can be merged with any unit of the same rank. And we have the Harlequin, which will mimic and copy any unit that it is merged with. And the debuff that it inflicts is that it reduces the damage of the new unit by 35%. So hopping into co-op mode's a little bit different. Instead of going non-stop, you have a set amount of waves that you and whoever you're working with have to go up to, and then that determines how much you win. You play for gold, and when you include different treasure maps, which I'm going to be using the common treasure map, it increases the amount of gold that you receive, as well as increasing the chance of other rewards. So let's hop into it and see what happens. Another thing with co-op mode is different debuffs and buffs will be enacted upon the playing field, which we're going to see right here. It looks like we're going to be working with Alacrity, which increases the damage dealt by any unit that is in either of these spots. And the debuff is Bad Luck, which means that anytime you try to merge, there's a chance that nothing will happen, which is bad news for us because our deck with the Summoner highly depends on that. So let's just hope we get lucky. And just like last time, we're going to be using the Harlequins to mimic our Summoners, because as we do so, it enables us to be able to create more diversity on the field. And we've actually had amazing luck. There it is, our first example of the debuff, where it wasn't able to merge rank with, it wasn't able to increase the rank because of the debuff effect. So the whole point of this deck is to use your unit to create the highest possible merge ranks for the Demon Hunters. Every 10 sum of unit ranks, the Demon Hunters get an increase, a buff increase, and we'll actually upgrade this all the way. Okay, our next debuffs are going to be Revenue, which will double any mana we receive from attacking enemies, and the debuff is Speedrunner, so all the units will be speeding along the track here. So what we'll do is this. Perfect. Okay, I'm not too worried about that quite yet. We're just going to be going along, merging these about as fast as we possibly can. The great thing about co-op mode is your opponent is able to help clean up anything that you miss, which comes in very handy when things start heating up a little bit more. The whole point of co-op mode is to push the boundaries of your deck, and it is very difficult to be able to get very far along without one of the high-tier decks, such as the Inquisitor. So what we're going to be doing right here is really stacking up our units, such as doing things like this, where we're able to get a level 5 Demon Hunter right there. We'll do this and copy our summoners. Unfortunately, we weren't able to kill the Bedlam fast enough, and so the Bedlam shuffled our board, giving us a random 5 mine, which is unfortunate for us, but it happens sometimes. We're going to copy these over again, just as we've been doing. I'm relatively new to this deck, and so I am not the fastest when at using it. Okay, the next thing that we're going to want to do is merge those together, merge these together. I'm moving really slowly in comparison to my teammate. You can see he's already got several level 4 Demon Hunters. That's what we're going to do right here. Now we're on par with him. If we're able to get this summoner up one more level, we'll merge it with our mine. The Gorgon will turn random units to stone periodically. You can see it turn these two to stone. If you're lucky enough, it will attack units that don't give you that much strength or importance. Okay, this is very unfortunate for us. We have a unit right here. The buff is that 2 of our units were randomly increased in rank level, but the curse will affect 1 random unit and delete them from the board. So we're going to have to hold off on bringing too many more units into the field, because whenever we merge on the curse, we send it over to the opponent's field, and they're trying to achieve the same win condition that we are, so we don't want to mess up what they're trying to do. So we're just going to hold off for 3 waves. That's when the Tribunal comes through, and we're going to want to have a stockpile of mana up, because if you remember from last video, the Tribunal will affect random units and decrease them by 1 merge level. And so what we definitely want to have happen is have our mine right here be decreased to level 4, so it can be merged with our summoner right here. If that doesn't work, then we're going to be merging our Harlequin with our summoner and merge them together and hope that we get our Demon Hunter, because having a level 5 Demon Hunter is huge, especially when it's created out of nothing. Hey, stay hydrated. So let's talk about the units on our opponent's side. Right here we have what's called the Enchanted Sword. They attack random units, but when you merge them, depending on the color of their on the color of their eye, it determines what the effect has. And so in some cases, the effect is that it increases the damage of your side. If it's a red eye, which doesn't appear in co-op, it decreases the damage of your opponent. This is just really bad luck for us, guys. We're gonna have to do some finagling here. The bad luck debuff, which we saw earlier on, does not affect the Dryad increase, which is good for us because we're able to then get around the debuffs entirely. The goal that we really want to be striving to achieve is to get our Dryads to get to level 4 so we can increase the merge rank of this guy so that we can merge these two together. The boss that's coming up is called King Pudding. King Pudding, when periodically will shoot a sticky blob that will slow down the attack speed of your units. Once you kill the main boss, it will split into mini units, and when you kill those, we'll release 4 sticky blobs onto your field. Well, you see right here, this effect comes from one of those mini bosses that we talked about yesterday. There are several different kinds, and that one just restricts a unit and keeps it from attacking. Just had unfortunate luck with the debuffs, but we're not able to merge too much. It happens. Luckily, we're not using a deck that requires heavily on us merging our units. This is one of the tamer ones where it doesn't require too much out of us. You can see our teammate, those sticky blobs, that's what I'm talking about. The only way you can remove them is by merging your units. So it's unfortunate that we had one of our higher tier units get slimed. It happens. Okay, so now, the debuff that we've just got right now is you can't improve any of your units, which is okay because the only one we care about is that guy. So now's the time when we just go heavy on upgrading all of our stuff. Okay, level 6 Dryad. We need to get this guy up to level 6 as well, and we'll be able to have a level 7 unit, which would be amazing. Hopefully we survive long enough to be able to do that. Okay, we're going to do this, and this. The other thing you have to be careful of is as you're upgrading your units, you're not wrecking your strategy or your opponent's strategy and letting the enemy get too far along. So you have to be able to maintain what you're doing on the field to be able to keep up your power in that sense. Okay, we're going to increase this to level 5. We're getting really close, guys. We're having really good luck with our merges. We just need one more level 4 and then we'll be able to get this unit up to level 5. Okay, we're gonna have to take out one of our units, which is unfortunate, especially since we've run into that and we can't do anything with it. It happens sometimes, but here we go, guys. Level 7. Very rarely am I able to get a level 7 unit. And the Grandmaster, which we talked about last time, will play your cards for you, which can be both good and bad, depending on the situation. Okay, we have bad luck yet again. Okay, what we're going to do is merge these and hope for a Demon Hunter, which we did not get. Unfortunate, guys. We may as well upgrade this since it's going to be sticking around for a while then. Okay. One change that you might have noticed on our teammate side is that the Demon Hunters are now shooting what looks like forks. It's because once your Demon Hunters reach level 40, they shoot out those more powerful weapons. Something else I didn't mention about the Demon Hunters is depending on their merge rank is how many enemies they target at a time. So our level 7 unit is shooting 7 units at a time. Okay, we're going to be increase the merge rank of this and the merge rank of this. We're going to be coming up across the Warlock, which we saw last time. The Warlock, what that does is it will destroy a random unit on the field and then heal itself and then remove all debuffs afflicted on it. And so we just have to hope that it won't target our level 7. Any of the level 1s will be perfect. I'm more than happy to merge those before they get attacked, but we can't do anything with our level 7 or our level 5. If it removed this summoner, it'd be a shame because we wouldn't be able to take advantage of the high tower, but it would give us opportunities to put other units on the board. Like I mentioned before, these red spaces will increase the damage dealt by any unit that is currently on that position. The buff that we have right now is called Weak is Strong. There's an increase in damage of units with low merge rank. The higher the merge rank, the lower the bonus. So that means our level 7 merge rank receives no bonus while our level 1s receive the most. So that's what I was talking about right there. If the Warlock tries to attack a unit, you're able to merge it and get it to safety before it gets destroyed. Okay, let's start merging as fast as we can. Okay, our units are going to be dealing with decreased damage, which isn't the best, but it is much better than what we were dealing with before, so I am not complaining too much. We need to get our units to be at 40 as fast as we can because we are reaching the end game. The assassin, what that does is it will destroy a unit straight off the bat with no chance of you being able to protect against it. Do this, and then for the rest of the time, it will target random units and decrease their merge rank by 1. And so we really need to get our units as high as we possibly can to help mitigate that. Okay, we're so close. We almost have our Demon Hunters up to 40. We'll do this, merge these together. then we're going to level this up. We're at level 37. We are so close. We have 2 more waves. 39. There we go. We've reached 40. We're now able to do some serious damage to the enemy. Let's go, guys. And there you have it. We're going to leave it there. We're not going to merge anymore. We're as far ahead as we possibly can be at the minute. If we try to do any more, we run the risk of decreasing our bonus, and we definitely do not want to interfere with that. Something you might have noticed is that these co-op battles take forever. Co-op definitely runs longer where you're dealing with 40 waves. We're going to play 2 PvP matches after this, win or lose, and then we're going to call it there on the video today. Okay, we got really lucky. The assassin is not affecting the worst units, and we're able to keep our Demon Hunter above 40, and there you have it. We have the win. Let's go. That was amazing. Being able to play with another deck using the same unit was really good. 106 million damage dealt by my Demon Hunter. Their Demon Hunter is 2 levels above mine, and we're able to deal 359 million damage. They definitely carried us. I am not ashamed to admit that. Let's go. We've got a ton of gold, 4,000 gold. That's perfect. We're going to be able to go in and level up more of our cards. Before we do that, let's collect some things real quickly. Quests are definitely the things that you want to be focusing on to be able to progress. The chests don't do much for you. What you're really interested in are those legendary cards, like I mentioned last time, and collecting the hero tokens, which we discussed some of the abilities last time. Gold is essential because you obviously need to upgrade your cards. The way that you are able to collect those rewards on the quests are through these tokens right here. When you come in and upgrade a card, you're made aware of which ones you need to upgrade by obviously these things down here. One of the cards I've been trying to upgrade is this Cauldron. It will produce mana throughout the match. It's really good, especially when you upgrade it with talents. The other thing that and then after that, it's just really up to you what you want to be upgrading. And so I'm going to be saving up to be able to upgrade that, so that's why I'm not going to be spending any of our gold. So let's head into the next PvP match. We're going to be playing with the monk deck that we played with last time. I really enjoyed playing that with PvP because I get to merge a lot more, and you saw how long it took for us to get to full strength with the Demon Hunter, and as finicky as the monk deck is, it does provide a little bit more stability, and it is slightly more confident in being able to achieve that. So let's head right into it. Alright, here we go. We got a new opponent. We're playing against a trainer. We're playing against somebody who has, again, a very similar deck to mine, where their win condition is the monk as well. So just like the deck that we just played with the Demon Hunter, we're going to be using the Harlequins to mimic these summoners and try to get our monks up as fast as we can. There we go. 2 level 3s are amazing right there. You just need 1 more monk right here and it will be perfect. Okay, right there. The enchanted sword, he just merged 2 that had red eyes, and that's why they came and infected our units right there. This is a really tough decision, guys, but I'm going to have to go with, yes, let's copy the monk. Perfect. Having two right there back to back is amazing. Okay guys, as much as I hate to do it and have two separate units that have the debuff of negative damage, we really do need this unit to be at full power, so we're going to merge this to copy it. And we're ready for Bedlam now. We should be able to kill it before it shuffles our deck, which we were able to. Can't be said the same for our opponent, which is unfortunate for him. We did manage to get a level 3 monk out of it though, so it shouldn't be too bad for him. Okay, and now at this point, we're going to clean up our board a little bit. So for sure, things that we need to do is upgrade this section right there, because I don't feel as comfortable in getting anybody along this row to merge. That's going to be something that we do along the corners instead. Okay, and right here we're going to upgrade this so we can merge with that. Perfect. We now have a level 5 monk, which is amazing. Merge that right there. Merge him here. Merge this right here. And we're able to take these and increase. And there you have it, guys. We were able to win. Having that centerpiece was amazing. So I'm going to collect this chest and then we're going to head straight into the next PvP match. Alright friends, here we go. We're matched up with another person. They're playing the trainer. Sometimes it does glitch out and we don't get to see too much about what they're doing. But let's get into it. Let's hope that we take the win. The units that they're using, this unit right here is that cauldron I was telling you about. You can see that it's generating mana for them. The great thing about the trickster the hero that I'm using right now, is his ability will allow me to steal the mana from his cauldron just the same as if I was stealing the mana from enemies. These units right here are super unique in that when there's an odd number of them on the field, they deal area effect damage. We're gonna boost right here and see if we can get anything done. You desperately need this card to become a monk, otherwise you're not going to be able to keep going. If these units have an even amount of people on the field, then they target the front. And it looks like he's going to be able to take us out here unless we do this. Let's hope that it's enough. That might not be, guys. Yep, he was able to take us out right there. Unfortunate for us. That was super quick. Let's head straight into another one. Alright, here we go. Match up with another trickster. Unfortunate for us. I mentioned last time how much I disliked playing against other tricksters. But as I was saying with the other one, the unit that shoots AoE when there's odd numbers on the field, when there's even amount of numbers on the field, they will target the first unit in line. When there's an odd number of them, they get AoE and will attack randomly. But as to the loss that we were dealt in that last match, there's limitations to the monks. It's unfortunate. It happens if the other person's able to get a leg up quickly. then there's not much I can do to come back from that. I really do just need to get a call in as quickly as I can, and that way we're able to keep up with our opponent. Here you have them again. One thing I didn't mention is right now, since there's an even number on the field, their attack speed is lowered, but they have full attack power. When there's an odd number and they're attacking randomly and have their AoE, their damage is decreased, but their speed is the same. I might have gotten those flipped, I'm not quite sure. I don't use them at the minute, and so I'm not up to date completely on how that all works out. Okay, we're going to wait until a summoner pops up to use one of our Harlequins, which didn't happen, so we'll take this and make this a level 3 as well. Okay, so we're just hoping for a summoner at this point. There we go. There we go, right before the Warlock comes to. Let's go, that's perfect timing. Okie doke, so now it is time to clear up our board. We definitely don't want to keep these ones around. So what we're going to do is just a little bit of this all over the board. Unfortunate that we got that, but at this point what I'm probably going to do is this. Got a level 4, not the best. Sorry, bless me. Okay, so what we're going to do is a little bit crazy. We're going to take this Harlequin and use it to upgrade this monk to level 5. The way that we're going to do that is a little bit of trickery, because we're going to need to capture a level 4 Dryad as well. We just have to make sure that we don't let our opponent get too far ahead. And so to do that, we're going to level up our monks to get them going and reduce the amount of strain on our units. Upgrade this. That is fine. Do this. Okay, there we go. Let's do this thing. It's really unfortunate that that happened. We were able to get it back relatively quickly though. Okay, we were able to get that monk up to level 5. We just need another level 3 Dryad, and then we'll be able to level up something like this person, right? This monk right here. We'll do this. Okay, and then we will do this. That's perfectly fine. We're running out of ones though, which is unfortunate. Okay, here's a risk, and we lost. That's wildly unfortunate, but we're able to do this, and that brings us back. Okay, there we go. That's about what I want. It looks like we're going to be able to take care of business at this point. We'll do this. Okay, that's beautiful. And I'm just going to leave it there, guys. We were this close to being able to take him out before the tamer comes through. The tamer, what he does is he has a decent sized amount of health, and random at different intervals he'll spawn enemies to come through, and so it's really difficult if you're at full health and you don't take out the tamer fast enough, because he'll hit the edge and this guy right here will come in and finish it off, but he's already lost lives, so we were able to take the win up against an Inquisitor, which is amazing. So there you have it, guys. We were able to win 2, lose 1 in PvP, and absolutely dominate in co-op. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love this game. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am, and I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing. We will be doing more videos like this, and if we get enough support, we might go into other things as well. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Peace!